You're right down. What are you doing? You're bored waiting for the kettle. Oh. Thanks, Stella.
Really nice. A really, really nice pink mug.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
That was like 45 degrees. How you didn't spill that? I don't even. Thank you, darling.
Can I smell it?
No.
Yeah.
No. Somehow you didn't. No, Curtis, I am not bored of this game. Are you missing me that much? Is that the deal? Problemo.
What?
Curtis is asking if I'm not bored of the game yet.
Bored.
I know. He doesn't understand, Lucy. Deep, 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 deep. Aren't you
God,
bored
I'm
of
so-
the top? What's that, Lish?
Huh?
What did you say?
No, what did you say?
I was asking Curtis if he's bored of not playing it.
He must be.
He must be. Oh, cool! How goes the game so far? Really, really cool.
It would be cool if we could continue playing.
Alright,
Just
Lucy, sorry.
saying. Just saying.
Let's go. Spoilers inbound for anyone that doesn't.
Take me there. Take me with you.
Now that it cost me 2k to move.
Holy shit! It is 2k a teleport.
You thought I was weaving. Lucy, it's snowing.
Is it?
It snows in Charlotte. How cool is that? I think you're in a different instance to me. What instance? No, you're here. You're just loading.
I'm here. Oh, pretty.
These guys
Okay,
are
let's
waiting
go.
for you.
This is the wrong way. This. Yeah, this is. Oh, it's our rest time. Here we go. We expect a full-on roast dinner.
I don't know. I went in the main hall. I don't think that's where I should have went.
No, it's outside.
Oh.
This has Shadowbringers vibes to it.
Hello. Yes.
Take heart.
Is it
and
odd that?
protect them.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god, that's wholesome.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Can I just say, I love Kryle's hair.
I know you don't get to see it all that often. I think we see it once.
Oh my god. That's such
That's
a
a
big...
huge burger.
Oh my god, the fucking cheese.
Oh, that's thank you.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his
Graha's
liking.
just enjoying his burger.
Alvino's instead
Oh, I don't know about that.
impression's great.
Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea.
Graha's face.
Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
A And what an experience that was.
Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done.
If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Hydaelyn instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day. Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
Gotta take the fucking cookie.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh!
Not a medieval age though, bro.
I'm not that ambitious. But it is pleasant to idle away
Wait,
the
what?
hours every once in a while.
What does that mean?
Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn, burn, let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Hello, love.
Hello.
Ooh, weapon coffer.
I think your one's like.
2 to 3 hours, eh?
Yeah, I'm working you on. You live for the cutscenes quarters though, damn it. Some of them are kick-ass. Some of them are... Oh no, Alex is gonna beat me! Oh, she did
I
as well.
beat you.
You know, I see Alpha now uses new toys.
Me too. Miss Ali approach. Eh? Is that my mum? Bruh! This is like Queen's Loey's big sister or
Yeah,
mother.
thinking that. It was a journal, probably.
If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams.
Wow. He's actually useless.
Oh, they're cheering on Alpha over here. Here he is.
The big shoes.
The big cheese.
Ah, I remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even
Are we-
possible?
Are we actually? We are.
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat. We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology.
It's a
The
Pokemon.
ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third? Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory.
It's gonna be
as
made
the
into
two
a
are
meme. I can see it.
intrinsically linked.
Yeah, I can already see it.
Like meme template right here.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The 7th Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. Unnecessary even. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean.
Wisha, I think I know what's happening here.
Hold on.
And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
we are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought, or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapul. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Okay, so I didn't understand that.
Basically, the memory they have of what the greater duty is.
Yeah, and I understood that, but like you were like, oh, I understand what's happening, and I missed what they said, and then my character was sat there open mouthed.
He didn't miss much, if anything.
Oh, that side was really cool looking. Holy moly. Look at this, Steve.
Which one?
My scythe. See me?
But your scythe?
My scythe. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
It's cool, isn't it?
Looks like you could pedal a boat with that.
Yeah, probably. Oh wait, this is like totally outside. Okay.
Did you grab the next quest, yeah?
Yeah. Have to grab an aetherite, Steve. Outside. Did you like your tea?
It was okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The one where you ban and using action, you were trying to ban using. I don't have an alternative really.
It's Garlemald time.
Seems that way. Wonder how we get there though.
Good question. Shit.
Where's Sid?
Sid. Lisa Lamasa. Let's go.
Kalimza. What else, mate? How are you getting on? I'm doing well, man. Oh, how are you? Going to work, mate. I hear you. God damn, this is like... $10 in the making to go and like fuck them up.
Yeah.
When I say that, we're not even fucking them up, we're going to save their asses from themselves. It's kind of like World of Warcraft in a way. Pretty much Garlemald is World of Warcraft. We could sit there and joke and laugh and about how shit their game is and how terrible the company is and all the rest of it, but...
Oh god,
the
the
game.
Duke with Ralban and... Nice!
Oh, Emmerich's here too.
Oh, does that... Emmerich?
Yeah, but Emmerich.
I mean, if Emmerich... Does that mean Emmerich's coming with us? Please. Please tell me he's coming with us. He likes his blue.
He does like his blue. Maybe it's Hien, maybe Hien's got some time.
Oh! Sorry, no. Yen's time is gone. No, they're not coming with us!
I love how all the music is from all the expansions.
Yeah.
Are you joking? That's cool as shit. Tell us he's leading us. Spoilers for anyone that's not. Oh.
Is it his intention?
It is not his intention. That's Aaron.
Maxima! I miss Maxima. He's a good man. Oh, he's not coming with us. What?
I get so hype, I was let me get to the fucking assault Garlemald with Gaius. Gaius fucking
I'm expecting Lise to come along and be like,
oh,
hey
man,
guys!
Holy Lizzie, you gotta go to that Garlemald.
Hey, can I be a scion again?
Ugh. Honestly, she's fucking useless.
New chess piece!
What,
I
is it
need to-
Maxima that's taking us this time?
I'm happy about that.
Where's Sid? Oh, what if it was Nero?
Sid's busy being an airship, don't you know?
Perhaps. Let's have a
Oh,
look at
this
here too.
is recolored stuff. I don't like this. Oh, it's actually better than my chest piece. What? I need to wear it. Okay, I'm changing back to my cloud gear. I can't apply glamour plates. Okay, I'm gonna have to look like a fucking knob.
Oh, you can? I'm not changing. Fuck that shit.
We get a present?
Oh, we get to go see who the Power Rangers are gonna be.
Hell yeah.
You got lined up for us.
Oh, he's. Oh no, I bet Lise is gonna. Hang on. Let me change my horrible top.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
I'm on it down.
Oh! Okay, don't shout.
Says you.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Shh. Wait, what? Ah, no.
Is it Lise? Please tell me no, please. You
Glad
just
could
saying
join
that.
us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without me. As you can imagine, our
you
traveling
dare.
companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group
No!
assembled for a
No!
single purpose. We
Why
fight
is
not
she
only
coming
for the
with
sake of
us?
Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rise
Pippin's
from
in
the
there!
efforts of the
So-
Ilsabard contingent.
Huh?
Pippin's in there.
Pippin's coming,
which
okay.
is why
And
I am
Lucia!
glad to find myself
Sorry.
in a company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
You're spoiling everything! Thank you!
Sorry, Lucia.
Lucia.
Is that I have come at
a
the behest of
Manolene?
Lord
A
Emperor,
Manoline's
who has
fucking
honoured
coming.
me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a
Of
hard
course she
road
would
ahead
join
of
us.
but walk it we shall.
Music,
Together.
please.
No. I could cry right now.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company.
Lucia's just best girl.
Everyone! If I may have your
I love how
attention.
Luce doesn't
What
even
have
like
they done?
approach
Like,
it.
the lighting of this camera work is fucking awesome.
It's brilliant.
Oh, they get some of the class trainers in there as well. The guildmasters and everything.
This is pretty big. You see her leading this.
Might I ask you to speak?
Oh my god!
If I must, I am Arun Senna,
Oh yeah.
spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald.
They're given a rune.
To that end,
Yeah,
Oh my
he's got a
god,
voice, though.
he's got a
selected by the
voice!
Conjurer's Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort. Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself
is
accompanying
huge.
us as well.
I feel
those
like maybe there's
requiring
gonna be like
more
loss of life here.
involved treatment will be in safe hands. Raya O sends her regards, by the way.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten.
But I'm a reaper, not a white
the
mage.
Admiral asked Captain Hillfield to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me.
Oh wow.
Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more
Yeah,
than
they got like
capable
loads of
cracking
crafters.
skulls, believe you me.
And the Thaumaturge's Guild.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. Then again,
Lisa's the tallest there, it's funny.
She's like, look how useless I am.
Look, it's like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Sultana and General Aldin's behest.
Snow White was more useful, even when she slept.
If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Terrapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
Yes.
The Thaumaturge Guild Master, that's awesome.
Master Matoya, the avatar of destruction.
I couldn't tell you, mate.
With comrades like these, I know
that?
what to see, no matter what awaits us.
Thankra's really like fanning himself.
Don't realize you hid behind the scarves.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace.
We got the
and
Machinist
welfare of our
Guildmaster too.
The Fanian.
Bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly,
There's too many faces and people here. I think some people are going to die.
Power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature.
Oh, I really hope Tilda was going to be there.
Oh, I was actually thinking that as soon as you said that.
There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emonelaine? Ah, yes. Emonelaine de Foucault.
I caught him earlier.
Though,
fucking
has he been hiding behind him the whole time?
I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this
I am
would be
so
an
surprised
excellent
he's
chance
coming.
to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your
freaking hiding. Oh my god.
of light.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honohua with my tales of daring do.
I believe that concludes introductions.
Lucy is so done with this shit.
Ours from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
I hope like Yugiri kicks the fucking door in.
Would that be the Shinobi of Dome?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between
What
the
if
various
Gosetsu's there?
Nah,
According to Lord
it's not
Here,
gonna happen.
however, an equally capable company of warriors.
He's got to
has been
show up
sent
at
in
some
their
point.
stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Is
Please. Was that fucking angry? Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Fucking Magna is there! I'm so happy.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
Oh, I'm so glad Sadu's there.
As the steppe is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach.
you pissed?
This is awesome.
Thus the slaughter will be slicked. No quarter to the enemy! Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities, which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamiga. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake.
Give me 1 sec, guys.
Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
There's more than one empire, mate.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people, no different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Maxima, who stands with us today, tried to reform Garlemald from within and make peace with Doma. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help.
This is
or at least
one of the best cutscenes so far.
For the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garland Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our
Yay,
journey.
sense of leadership.
However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us. So, it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Right, Rival. Up and say hi, wish you just like a never watch. Winning Morgan Q Ultimate. Night, Mrs. K. A nice one. Yeah, your wins have been the same, mate, to be honest. We've had to get up like whatever o'clock it was to go on before everybody else does. I suppose you did. It was like you came prepared. Have you seen what scantily clad Stanley was wearing?
Oh my god. There's something cool waiting at the end of this quest feed.
No, alright, Lucy. Have you played much of this at all yet, Ragnar? Or no?
I'm 83 by the way.
Nice. Yeah, Tataru confirmed evil.
Isn't she though?
She just appears.
Yeah, I'm convinced she's evil. At least she looks so puffy. Put it on then. Oh wait, you're still in the cutscene, my apologies. That's fucking adorable, Steve. Got our winter willies on. Oh hey, we got a split. See you on the other side. Gluck. Oh god, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Haven't they been long enough already?
In addition, you'll be required to participate in battle.
Hell yeah, let's do this.
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
Profanally.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Virgilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
Uh-oh.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald. The very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment?
Irianshi is wearing his old coat.
But easier said than done in the
Yeah, I
heat of
noticed that.
battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing,
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The
Your
first will
style
form
looks
the
great.
vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rear guard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in
Whoa, Thancred Court looks fucking awesome.
Doesn't it?
I want one of them.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they
I think
asked
that's
that we
Bosger
destroy
stuff.
the Imperial's toys
Might
in
be
as
wrong.
spectacular a fashion as possible.
Ishtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks.
Do we
All
get
right.
to play as Thancred?
Once more
Because
for my
that
peace
would
of mind.
low-key be amazing.
Again.
Our first objective
don't
will be
mind.
to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Steve,
What?
get to play as Thancred.
Really? Imagine spoiling it.
I said it at the time that your stream was there, so you were ahead of me.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time.
Oh,
We only
this is
have one
cool.
shot at this, so let's make it count.
Oh wow!
Must be losing my touch.
Whoops. Oh, that's cool.
Damn, spotted.
Oh, there's a... Oh.
Oh shit. I'm not very good at this.
Nailed it. This is quite fun.
Yeah, it is. How does that work? This is cool. I really like this.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point. Must be losing my touch.
This is hard.
Sorted.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Oh,
Excellent.
I was on the edge of my seat.
Then let the fireworks begin.
Kaboom.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but... Wait! Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Oi, oi. Yeah, of course.
Fighters! Protect the others!
A brief respite, but stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
You cheat off and all I can do.
What impeccable timing! Fear not, friends! The savior of Ishgard is here!
Display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
Come on, Graf.
We're the only ones still struggling! Can't we put our backs into it then?
been itching for a good scrap. You lot all right back there? We're fine and ready for more. Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
Meanwhile, on the front line.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
That's for Gilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them!
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Which, please, you've been useless for 2 expansions.
There's no stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
We have them now! Forward!
Right! Let them have it!
Raging Bull!
Right, but we cameo shit.
This is so awesome.
Do not fall behind!
wrong with some of those boxes.
Tremble before the sun!
Good game.
My god, Sadu is a badder.
Mm-hmm.
A worthy adversary. Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
Sadu Hatun!
Her little
That
son.
was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
Never gets one.
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
Mm-hmm.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. "800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi, after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated.
I think if it's a silent protagonist, then you project yourself onto them more.
The chosen forsaken. In the year
No, he's alright,
1513
look
of the
shit.
6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Garlemald, after all this time.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, We ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
What instance are you?
2.
Alright, I'll come to you. There he is.
Nobody else put their coats on.
I know. I just wanted to be immersed.
It's maybe a good point to stop here.
Yeah, is that what you wanted to do?
What do you think?
I don't mind. Either or, I'm fine.
We'll keep going a wee bit, eh?
Yeah. I feel bad for her.
Still are?
Yeah.
Why?
You don't read what she says?
She's not happy with the tower.
Imagine like not seeing properly and only seeing ether.
I suppose.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, They should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telothroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Yeah, but you're fucking useless.
Well
that's for
now,
sure.
this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to... How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh wait, no, I don't.
What are you gonna say? Ah, you went for the
I have faith that you
nice
will,
guy
and look forward to
option.
greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
And Madeleine is, as usual, milling about aimlessly.
Do you know what, Alicia? Let's end this here.
Yep, sounds good.
It seems like a good place to stop.
I think we're in this part for a little while.
Yeah, we've had a good go at this today.
Yep.
Well, this is a sanctuary. It's the goodest place as any. And with that, that's it done. First, thanks very much for sticking around, bud. Dragon, if you're still in chat. Anyone else that happens to be lurking away. Goodbye.